Hey, what's good, UFL? This your man, ASM The Truth, aka Brian. Um, just had a good matchup with my guy SFC Green, Seattle Seahawks versus my Redskins. Redskins come out on top, 34 to 28. Um, Pretty good game here. Came down to the last possession. Start off first quarter. He got the ball first. A couple of passes. Ended up being intercepted by a Tagway. Show you that. Just a good pick there. Cover two zone came right to me. Um, let's see. From there, I got the ball. My first possession. Got Chris Cooley going a little. Roy Helu. Couple passes here. Hankerson, 15 yards. Ended up with a 2-yard run by Helu. It tossed to the outside. I think he was expecting me to go up the middle. That was an easy score. Okay, that's all the scoring in the first. Go into the second, 7-0. Okay, and this is when he started airing it out on me. Couple of nice passes here to Zach Miller. Nixon, 19-yard catch. I was pretty much shutting down his run to begin with. He started mixing up the backs. I think he got D'Angelo Williams. Not sure who. Weaver must be the fullback. I'm not sure. He had a 1-yard score here. He got in there pretty easily. Makes it 7-7. I get the ball back. Cooley was big for me this game. He was my safety valve, as they call it. I mean, he had my receivers covered, and you know I love my receivers. I couldn't get to anybody but Cooley, basically the whole game. And he ended up hitting Cooley for a 33-yard touchdown here. I don't know what type of D that was. He was playing some type of, I don't know, man zone or something, but it was leaving the middle of the field open with my receivers on the outside just locked down. So had to do what I had to do. 14-7 at this point. I think here, this is where he scored 2 consecutive touchdowns. Let's say second play of the drive. After that, he hit Nixon for a 58-yarder. I think this is the one where my controller kind of slipped out my hand and I went the opposite direction of what I was trying to do. And that's what gave him the score here. Yeah, I see I controlled that man and I came backwards and just gave him the open field. That type of stuff happens to me all the time. I just got terrible luck. Okay, I get the ball back. 3 and out. Punt it away. Okay, he gets the ball. Couple of nice passes here. Then he ends up hitting Durham for an 8-yard touchdown. Alright, so after this, we go into the half with the score 21-14. Seattle. This quarter, I stepped my D up. As you can see, he didn't score any points this quarter. Got the ball back. Yeah, 3 and out. First drive. Then on the first play of his next possession, Skandrick intercepts the ball. Almost scored here. And he managed to get somebody out there to stop me. One of the wide receivers. So that set me up good field position. Couple of incomplete passes. Then it ended up hitting Mike Williams, but this was a nice catch here. I think this is the really nice one in the back of the end zone. No, that's not it. That was, yeah, it must be the other one. Sorry about that. Still nice play nonetheless. It's the point good. Had a nice run by D'Angelo Williams here. That was the biggest run for him of the day. Like I said, run game was pretty much locked. Couple of passes, rushes. You know, getting sacked, and then he 4th and 5. He missed a 44-yard field goal. The wind was like 16 miles per hour this game, so field goals were at a premium. I get the ball back. Couple of nice passes there. Nice run. Incomplete pass. 4th and 4. Kicked a 23-yard field goal. And that takes us into the fourth quarter. I got the ball to start. Nice little rushes here. I was mixing it up, you know. Wasn't trying to be too pass heavy or too run heavy. So trying to mix everything in. Nice 20-yard rush here by Helu. This was probably Helu's best game of the season. I'm never really able to get into the open with him a lot. He fumbles almost every game, and this was actually the first game of the year, of this season, that he hasn't fumbled. So I was glad for that. Yeah, this is the Mike Williams touchdown I was referring to earlier. This was just pretty. Back of the end zone, diving catch. Oh man, it's pretty. You gotta give it to me. Okay, at that point, I think the score was, what was the score then? It was 24. No, sorry, 31 to 21. I've got a 10-point lead with 3 minutes 24 seconds left. I'm anticipating everything to roll smoothly from here, but it didn't go as planned. Actually, he went 3 and out on the following possession, and he punted down by 10. So, you know, I'm thinking, well, I got this locked. But, of course, I try to run a couple of bad runs here. I ended up only taking like 8 seconds off the clock because he was calling timeouts. They had to punt it right back to him with 2:46 left. He had a couple of nice passes in here to get back down the field, and ended up hitting Zach Miller for a 4-yard touchdown to cut the lead to 3. That was a nice catch there too. I'll give you props on that one. So now we all know what time it is. Onside kick time. He kicked it, and one of his men touched the ball before it was 10 yards in. So they gave me the ball in good field position. Had a couple of runs here. He only had 1 timeout left, so I was able to run about, you know, a little over a minute off the clock for my last 2 plays. Kicked a 51-yard field goal, good. And by that time, it was only 1 second left on the clock. So 1 second, down by 6, squib kick. Game over, people. Redskins come out on top again, 34 to 28. We are making this playoff push. We are going against the odds. We are trying to make a name for ourselves right now. UFL. Look out. This your man Brian, aka ASM the Truth. I'll see y'all next week. Later.